Hello doctors, welcome to Jab Studies Met Fun for the strategy and timetable for the January FMGE 2025. Without wasting time, let us start right away. First of all, let me introduce myself that why are you watching this video. My name is Dr. Angad Rai. I had scored an All India rank of 9 in the June 2023 exam in which the passing rate was around 10% and 2,200 people were able to pass. Now, I'm not just trying to show off or something. I'm just telling you that I'm going to share my strategies during that tough exam so that no matter how tough the exam can come, no matter how easy the exam can come, you will ace it. So with that, let's start. First of all, why to follow this study plan? It took one day to make the study plan, first of all, and not only just me. It was based on 8 to 10 pass outs of the FMG exam who had a score of 230, 220, 200, 180, up to 150 as well. Why? So that we can have an overview of all the people, so that everyone has a different IQ, everyone has a different way of studying. So all the questions which you have in your mind right now, whenever we'll talk about the study plan, all of this was there in the meeting, and all of them was answered, and based on that we have made this plan. So what is this plan? As you all know, the exam date is out. It is going to be on the 12th of January. So starting from 30th October, you're going to have a 2 months, 15 days plan. We have divided into 3 revisions, 3 grand tests, proper time to revise, not an unrealistic or an ideal situation which people tend to say, breaks to avoid burnout, which is the most important thing and the most important in your whole preparation, because mental strength is going to be the key. Enough time for someone who even hasn't started preparation due to any reason. Maybe just now you're done with your graduation, maybe you had a financial, family or any issue, and then from today you are like, okay, the date has come out, I want to start studying. Any re-attempts or for any internship preparation, or for those people who are preparing already very nicely and they want some high edge to score much more in their exam, this is again for you. First of all, let's talk about these subjects. So over here in this timetable, whichever major subjects you have, we have given it as the red highlight. These are the ones which are going to score more than 25 marks in the exam. 25 questions, and even it can go sometimes up to 35. 35 questions of these also can come. That's why they're in red. Rest, then you're going to have the brown ones. Over here, these are the subjects which are going to carry around 14 to 16 marks, okay, in either of the paper. And these are the ones which are going to be the moderate ones. While the green ones are the ones which are going to have the minus subjects, which are going to, you can expect around 4 to 9 questions. Okay, so these are equally important. First thing first, it's not that bhai main sirf 12 subjects karunga, I'm only going to do 12 subjects. No, we have to do all of these 19 subjects. If you guys are right now taking notes, take it good, make or whatever we are saying and all. I'm also going to upload this PDF in the Telegram group as well. But please understand, going and studying only 12 is just a luck wala factor. Many people I have seen also on YouTube, like, okay, how I passed FMG studying only 12. Don't watch those videos, you're wasting your time. It is only a risk factor based thing. Go on the actual thing, and it is possible. You have 2 months and 15 days when I and other 10 people are telling you, yes, you can do it. So please do it. Okay? Now, the most important slide in this whole study plan is this slide. For people who have already read this, this is going to be other further modification. So please bear with me for the next 2 minutes. We're going to start, and make sure you go follow this, because again, as I said, this is an FMG mantra. 100%, if you follow these things, you are going to pass, and not only just pass, you're going to top the examination. First thing first, start with image-based learnings from day 1 itself. Day 1 right now, like from when you're going to start planning the study plan. Why? Any of you, even right now, you who might be watching the video, what you think is, okay, we're going to keep the image-based topics or questions at the end so that you will be fresh with that. No, that's a big no. I have noticed many people doing that. And to be honest, in the January 2024 exam, majority of the questions were unknown images. And if people would have done images regularly with each subject, they might have cleared their examination. So please don't do that mistake. Start doing images from day 1 itself. Next, what are the questions that you're going to practice from now? Again, these are the only things which you need. 5 years of FMG, 5 years of NEET PG, and 3 years of PYQs of INI exam as well. People just do till NEET PG. Some people just do only FMG. No. In the last January exam, INI questions were direct as it is came in the FMG exam. Okay, so make sure, again I'm repeating, 5 years previous years of FMG, 5 years previous year of NEET PG, and 3 years of INI. Done? If you want to do QBank, Okay, first of all, it is not compulsory. But even if you're someone who has already done the PYQs, Marrow or Prep Ladder, they are good choices, and even FMG solution is there. In FMG solution, the bold ones which is written previous year, do those, don't do all of them. It's unnecessary waste of time. So understand that previous year questions, there are so many that you will not be able to complete them also. So please first focus on doing the previous year, then go on the Q bank. Next is multiple revisions. Already with this study plan, we're going to do at least 4. Review grant test. Very important. How are you going to review the grant test? First of all, read the explanations of the questions that first of all you did wrong. Second, any guess questions which you did, understand that concept as well. Any question, ideally you need to do 1 minute per question. Any question which took more than 1.5 minutes for you to solve, even if you got it correct, understand the concept, because in that concept something or the other you're lacking. Okay, so make sure that you do that. And the most important thing, either you're doing PYQs or either you're doing grant test, make sure that you are checking except or none of the above, because these are the ones, no matter if you knew the concept by heart A to Z, and in the exam if you see that you ignore this none of them or except, you're going to lose 1 mark. No one is going to ask you, yeah, you knew it, you're going to lose that mark. So please make sure that even basic things are cleared. All right. Now, the most important thing, that's why I have highlighted it in red, that is going to be avoid burnouts. Trust me, even during my examination, if I was like, no, I will study 14 days straight and stuff like that, studying 14 days straight, at the 15th day, right, my brain used to get so messed up, it used to take me around at least 1 week, or any other people 10 to 11 days just to get back to, oh yaar, kya ho raha hai? What is happening around me? So please make sure that you avoid burnouts. You give yourself break when you need it. How can you do it? I used meditation. I had anxiety. I used meditation. It helped me out really well, even till the last day of examination as well. Daily walks. I know these are basic things, but trust me, understand them very properly. Daily walks, interaction with your family members, friends. And for example, sometimes you might not even have friends or family. If you don't have that, contact me. Okay, I have my Telegram page. Over there you can see my personal contact is also there. Either it's related to studies, if you have a doubt with question, or even if you have anything related to mental stress, text me and make sure that at least anyone, not only me, anyone, and make sure that that thought is gone. Okay, you have 2 months 15 days to go. Don't consider anyone else, okay, whether he's going to feel bad or something like this. Make sure that you have been satisfied and you feel better from within. And last, you have to make sure that either you're confirming yourself or others, like a close one, okay, a close one, that whether your daily updates, how much are you doing. Okay, so vent it all out. Next, I want you guys to study at least 7 hours per day. Okay, I want you to study 7 hours, not like 13-14 hours. It's unrealistic goals. Ideal situation which you can do is, and that also what I did was, study at least 7 hours per day. And now I'm going to tell you how. You are going to use the Pomodoro technique. How I used was 25 minutes I used to study, 5 minutes break. So do this 4 times, 25 minutes, 5 minutes break, 25, 5. Do this 4 times and then take a half an hour break. In this half an hour, you can do anything except studying. You want to dance, dance. You want to sing, sing. You want to talk to anyone, talk to anyone. But there, nothing about studies should be discussed. During the 5 minutes, again, what I used to do, I used to listen a song so that my mind would be completely distracted from the study. Now, during those 25 minutes of study, you can take 25 or 30, whatever you feel like. That time, no calls, no talking to anyone, no scrolling, nothing. Okay? Make sure you do that. That 25 minutes should be properly into your book or into your iPad or whatever you are doing. Okay? How I used to code it, because sometimes I'll tell you one thing, if you're in a hostel or something, you might be a morning person. You might see that once you're done with your morning study, all of a sudden someone comes at the night and starts studying, you will start feeling FOMO, yaar, ye to pad raha hai, why am I not studying? So that is why make sure that once you complete this quota of at least 7 hours per day, feel satisfied. Whatever goal you have planned of, every day before sleeping for the next day, start planning your goal. Whatever you have planned for, make sure at least 70 to 80% is done. No one can complete 100%. Trust me. You're also a human. You're not a robot. Anything above 70 to 80% of completion, you have done a very good job. How I used to tally my Pomodoro technique, this is an example. My exam was in July. So this is an example of the June screenshot. Whenever any 30 minutes I used to study, I used to cross 1. Okay. So 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. You can see over here on June 1, I had studied for 15, which is like everything is half an hour. So this is basically 7.5 hours of study I did. Now for this 7.5 hours, guys, I used to wake up at 9, like I used to start studying in the 9 in the morning. From 9 in the morning till 7 p.m. or 8 or even 9 p.m. Then only I used to complete 7.5 hours. Now basically from 9 to 9, you might think it is 12 hours. You don't consider that 9 to 9 as 12 hours of effective study. In those 12 hours, my effective study was 7.5 hours. Now I hope you understood what I said by study at least 7 hours. This 7 hours is effective hours. This is not 12 hours, which is like 9 to 9. 7.5 effective Pomodoro hours, in which your whole focus is going to be on the study. On the study, no distraction, no talking with anyone or anything like that. I hope you understood this. Okay. After doing this, like example, June 1, I did 7.5. Take this example if this is June 1. So I will write here 7.5. Okay. Maybe next day I have some problems. I will study 6 hours. So now at least I have now 1 hour of pending task. I am going to try to cover it on 3rd. If I am not able to cover up, no problem. It is okay. Still, at least 7 or even minimum 6. Something is better than nothing. So make sure you get it done. I hope now you understood how to study. Moving on. Now, by now, if you're already done with one revision of all the 19 subjects, very good. You're on a very nice and correct path. If you have not yet started due to any reason, still you have time to score 200 plus, and trust me, with examples, there are people who have done it even in 2 months, 3 months and so. So it's all on your mental willpower that you can. If you think you can, you will do it. Okay, don't let negative comments or negative yourself low self-esteem will let you down. You can do it, and trust me, I'm telling you, you can do it. Okay, now today is 28th October when I'm uploading this video. Tomorrow you have a day. Now whatever you have been planning so far, because until the date was not announced, you had maybe a plan or something. Continue that plan. Whatever you're doing, maybe some bits are left. Complete that by 29th of October. We will start from 30th October. Okay. What will be your source? I don't want you guys to start all these main notes or something like that of any platform. First of all, do any platform. The notes are all things are same. No one is, the brachial plexus is going to be same in any marrow, prep ladder or any Falana platform. Okay? Source will be your RRs, whatever rapid revision notes are there, or already revised notes which you're doing. If someone is starting from first time, only do RRs, and you have to do RRs. Okay? And for someone who is already done and they're just revising their notes, use your revised notes. What are the questions already discussed? Grant tests, PYQs and images, daily images. Only after that do your Q banks. Cool? Let us start now. From 30th of October, we have a 40 days study plan. That is your first revision plan. On day 1 itself, we are going to do a grant test. Now I'll tell you why. Follow, trust me, this is going to be an ideal plan for you, and not an unrealistic ideal plan, a one which will work. Why grant test? For 2 reasons. Number 1, to know where you stand, which subjects are weak, which subjects are where you need to revise more. You will get to know that. Whatever wall you have in front, mark over there the weak subjects, so that there you can at least identify every day, and whenever you're starting that subject, focus in depth with that. Number 2, start having the habit of sitting for that long, because a grant test, now you see the exam is going to be for 5 hours. Okay, those 5 hours are going to be hectic. If you don't have the habit of sitting for 5 hours, 2.5 hours and 2.5 hours, you won't, no matter how much good you are studying in the for your whole preparation, it won't be enough. Understand one thing, that this FMG exam is a combination of 2 things, a marathon and a sprint. So this grant test will tell that, first of all, it will make you habitual to sitting that much, and will tell you what and where you stand. Don't get disappointed with the score. No one is going to care ki yaar tere exam mein, in your exam, how much did you score in the first. No, this is only to evaluate where you need to improve. Take this as positive reinforcement and not negative reinforcements. Okay, so as I already told you that subjects have been labeled as red, yellow and green. So over here I have given a subject wise thing. Again, this is all a template. You can use it up and down, maybe PSM first, then PDR, like this. You can do it in your way. Okay, based on this schedule, we are going to start having some regular grant questions based on the subjects. But anyway, if you are following any other pattern, it is on you. This is just a template. For pediatrics, you're going to take 2 days, and what you have to do is those 2 days is revise your notes or do the RR and PYQs with images. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. You have to finish pediatrics in 2 days, because I'll tell you one thing. You might think, yeah, bro, it's not possible. It is possible, because look, pediatrics can be done in 2 days. Pediatrics can be done in 10, 20 or even 1 year. It is all on you. Then PSM 3 days. Now you'll be like, PSM is very vast. I know it is very vast. You need to work smart. How can you work smart is by understanding what is important. How you understand which is important? Do previous year topics. Make a list. I'm going to start uploading the list of previous year important must know topics. Use that list. Using that list, you'll understand that these topics are must know and I have to study them. And using that, you'll be able to finish questions and topics. What I used to do was, like example, PSM is 3 days. 2 days I'm going to study. I'm going to revise myself. And the last day I'm going to do all the questions and images. Dharma psychiatry 1 day. Medicine 3 days. Now you very fast. Again, you have to work smart. Pathology 2 days. After doing all of this, you'll have a 1 day break. Now in this 1 day break, if you have done everything ideally, make a tick. Every time when you see you're done anything, mark tick. Okay, done like this. So you'll have that self. These are the small gifts which you will give. Give yourself a break. Give yourself whatever you want to eat, treat. You want to go on a date, anything. Do whatever you want. This 1 day break serves for two purposes. One, to avoid the burnout, to avoid the stress. You can do whatever you want to do. Again, sing, dance, whatever. If you have some backlogs, obviously don't use this whole day for studying. Give yourself, if you have 24 hours, give yourself at least 16 to 17 hours of rest. If you have any backlogs, try to complete that in this day. But again, whatever subject has been given how many days, please do not extend it, because you need to understand one thing. You have 19 subjects to complete. You don't have to master a single subject. You need to know bits and basics of all the subjects. So how many days are given? This is basically a second revision ideally, because 2.5 months are left. So make sure you follow that way. Okay. Anatomy 2 days. Again, what? RR, your notes which you're doing. Along with that, your PYQs and images. Opta 2 days. ENT, a small subject, 1 day. Pharma, anesthesia 3 days, and then again 1 day break. Like this only, you'll have surgery for 3 days. Ortho, radio, FSM, no matter however you want to mix it and start, you have 3 days for it. OB, gynae 3 days, and again 1 day break. 1 day break, do whatever you want. If you have some backlogs, 4-5 hours study, but that is a very important. Don't consider this as a buffer period. This is a break you deserve. Okay. Physio 2 days, biochem 2 days, micro 2 days. If, for example, maybe you're someone who took physio 1 day only, whatever something backlogs are present over here, you can complete that in 1 day, right? But don't extend. One subject physio done, 2 days, okay, start. Now I have to start biochemistry. Again, understand, you have to master, you don't have to master anything, you have to know basics of all. After doing this all, you'll understand that all the 19 subjects are done. Then again, we are going to give a grand test. Now we will compare our result with the first day which we did grand test and this grand test. That day, just give 5 hours for the grand test. Don't review that on the same day. After giving the grand test religiously, like how I am right now in a, no one is there in the room and a table is in front of me, proper exam wala feeling should be there. Phone should be on D&D, nothing should be distracting, proper religious exam type way, okay? After that, once you're given the examination, you saw the score, take your break and then do whatever you want to do that day. Next day, you're going to do a review. How to review? As I told you, all the questions which were wrong, guessed ones, tricky ones, none of the above, and accept. Okay? This is your revision 1. Congratulations, you've done with now your first and proper revision. And that also in 40 days, and it's now already December 8. From December 9, now this was a 40 days plan. We're dividing the second revision by 2. That is going to be a 20 days plan. 20 days plan from December 9 to December 28. Now, whoever is watching this video right now, maybe it's the festive season. Diwali, Christmas is going to come, Halloween, whatever. Trust me, don't get overwhelmed by whatever you're seeing on social media. Your friends are posting, oh, I'm having fun, this and that. Don't worry. Right now, your goal is much bigger than this. Trust me, after your FMGE exam, you're going to have at least 6 to 7 months of khalipan, time pass, enjoyment. Us time patake bajana, that time, fire your crackers, do whatever you want to do. Okay? But now, trust me, you and everyone has the same brain, same time, and the same portion to complete. So how do you stand out? By giving proper dedication. Understand that. December 9 to December 28. Now, again, whatever subjects we have discussed, we have further given it in time. Now the time you might notice is less. Again, why? Because this is a revision of a revision. You have already done it once. Then you revised it. And now the revision of the revision is going out. So please understand, you have to complete all of this then. Now, obviously, you're not going to study the same amount. Those things, again, how do you know? By smart work. Whatever is coming regularly, that is the thing which you have to read more. Others which have not come more often, just give a glance to it. So that way you'll be able to complete all of this. Pedia, PSM, Derma, Psychiatry in 4 days, Medicine, Patho in 3 days, Anat, Opta, ENT in 2 days, Pharma, Anesthesia, very important, Ratification 2 days, Surgery, Ortho, Radio 3 days, OB, Gynae, FSM 3 days, and physio, biochem, micro 3 days. You might notice one thing, that physio, micro, biochem are the ones which mug up. That's why I've kept it in the end, so that you will be having a regularity towards the examination. Okay, so there goes your second revision, which is of 20 days. Now you're done with, it's December 28, okay, almost New Year. So final 12 days from December 29 to January 10. Now understand one thing, why January 10? Because you have 2 days, January 11 and then the 12th. January 11, nothing is going to happen, trust me. If you are somewhere who got a center unfortunately a bit far away, you will have to travel, you will stress a lot. Don't plan anything on that day. That day is a gift for you. Do whatever you want, chill, meditate, shant raho. Okay? Now we are going to start the final 12. By now you might realize you have already studied once, then we had a revision, then we had a revision of a revision. Now we are having the Ultra Pro Max revision. Okay, that is for the last 12 days. Starting with 29th. Now what I'm doing is all unrelated subjects which are there. Okay, now see, you need to understand in FMG it's not going to be related, unintegrated. The integration we did in the previous revisions. Now we have to mix and match so that we will be prepared for the random questions which are going to come and put to us. All right, so first on 29th we did physio and biochem. Then on the 38th, pharma, PSM. 31st, surgery, anat. Again I'm reminding you, all the notes which you revise, smart work, PYQs which you feel. Now PYQs by now will be reducing because now you'll be like, ye to pata hai, skip that. Those which are still making mistakes when you're doing it again and again, that things you have to review, okay, and images, okay, and those bookmarks which you did in the grant test which you felt a bit tricky. Then you will have on the 31st surgery and anat. On the day of on the day of first you'll have medicine and opta, integrated it on that way. Patho and micro will be coming one day ahead, so then over here the buffer can be used that time. Okay, second you'll have ENT, OB-GYN, and then once you're done with these, now these all subjects which I have mentioned, these 12 subjects are something which are very important, you should not miss. That's why I have given it in the first few days. Okay, after this you're going to give a final grant test, not more than that. Now again, this grant test, 2 reasons: to give you confidence, and second thing is to make you habituated to those 5 stressful hours. Okay, please understand, don't get demotivated by the score. We want this grant test to make you more better. If you got even in this exam maybe 120, 130, no problem. Thank God that you got 120, 130 now and not in the exam. Even one day is enough to bring a huge change. Trust me, live it in that way, definitely you will. Positive affirmations are very important during your examination. As I told you, mental strength is very important. After your grant test, on the 4th, you're going to start with PSM, radio and pediatrics. 5th day, on 5th of Jan, opta, micro, anat and biochem. Now you might be noticing so many subjects. Yes, now these are the times where just you're removing the panne palatri, just changing the pages, so that it just comes in your mind. So it's from subconscious to conscious. Okay. 6th day, medicine, ENT, patho, ortho. 7th day, surgery, OB-GYN, derma, psychiatry. 8th day, pharma, physio, PSM, anesthesia. And 9th day, what we are going to do is biochem, PSM, kind of tricky some. So last mein ratta wala rakhe. You might notice one thing, all the ratification type things we have kept it in the end because they are volatile things, right? Those which you have to mug up. And then you'll have the images, volatile subjects, and the high yield topics like stages of cancer, breast cancer and all, maybe chromosome numbers which will be there. IPCs, don't do it, it never came, I never studied, it never happened. Okay? So like these, all these subjects are going to be, all this way is very important. And the 10th day, as I told you, right over here you see one day I have given back for patho micro. You can see whatever things you still are having a hard time to study, use the 10th. 11th, as I told you, don't leave anything on that day. Make sure that is for your travel and your rest period. And on the 12th is the judgment day, where I am confident that you guys will definitely score good. And I feel that this FMG 2025 January exam is going to be that exam where you're going to give, like, the passing rate is going to be unremarkable. You guys are going to change the FMG pattern. Okay? That is all with respect to the timetable. If you feel that you want to change anything with respect to this timetable, I have given a template over here. I'm going to upload it in my Telegram page. Again, remember, please don't change 10th and 11th. That is going to be your buffer and your travel and rest period. Okay? So guys, again, I would like to remind you, all these things, all these 19 subjects, nothing is important. The important thing is your mental strength. Avoid burnouts. Don't take stress. Keep on talking to your friends, to your family members, and if you still have some worries and if you're not able to talk to people, talk to me. I'll be I'll try as max to be available for you guys. any doubts you guys have, either respect to the questions, either respect to PYQs, or either even respect to mental stress, contact me and I'll be more than happy to help. Okay, we here at Job Studies Met Fun, we have a Telegram page as well, where we having daily PYQs, daily discussion, important image based questions. And I also have like in my same YouTube channel, I'm posting those topics which I studied to score my 221 and all India rank 9 in the June FMG exam. Whatever I studied, nothing more than that I am uploading in that. Again, this timetable is not based on unrealistic things. You might be saying, people will be like, ideally आपको ये करना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए. नहीं, ये हो जाएगा. इसके साथ this will happen, and with this I am sure that not only you will pass, passing is not a thing, you will score great above 190. So I am sure, and and with the confidence which you have, it will go above 220, 230 also. Okay, with that I'm done with this video. Take care and see you guys on the next side.